Good morning and welcome everybody back to Eurosatory News. My name is Olga Ruzhelnyk and I'm pleased to be joined today with Iryna TEREKH, CEO of one of the most leading Ukrainian company specializing in long strike drones and missiles.
Hello.
Welcome, madam. So the first news, or the first question, let's go back a little bit in time to 2022 when the company was born. It was amidst the war, it was in the context of global, national emergency at least. Can you please bring us back to the origins of the company and maybe to the role that you intended to play in Ukrainian defense?
Well, to answer this question, I think it is important to understand the context that we had back there. The company was born in the late 2022, almost before the New Year's Eve. After a year of trying to find our place after the full-scale invasion had started. And of course, we were looking for an efficient way to participate in Ukrainians' defense. And it's a very romantic story, sounds like a classical startup giveaway that there were three friends and an idea to make an alternative of Russian Shahed. So we thought that we have enough knowledge in similar directions like entrepreneurship, production, engineering, and that's how we created our FP1. It first successfully was tested in May 2023, so it was almost half a year of the first sketches and development. And the first battlefield mission we had in autumn 2023. Back then we were 18 people, now we are more than 6,000 people, and FP1 became a flagship product for Ukrainian army. It covers in the moment more than 60% of all Ukrainian deep strike campaigns, that are mid-strike and deep strike campaigns.
That's actually kind of linked to my questions right now, because indeed your company born in 2022, by 2025, it really became one of the key players in this deep strike Ukraine's capabilities. How do you manage this very extreme rapid wrap-up organizationally and industrially, please?
I think we were somewhat lucky to not have experience in defense industry before that, so we were aiming to meet three main targets. The first target was a volume, so scalability of our product. The second target was to make it as cheap as possible, and the third target was to make it a battlefield efficient. And when you put these ideas from the day one of the design process, you can optimize your future production, your future volume control on that. And this is much easier when you try to scale up something that already exists and that was developed for peaceful times. So we were developing all of our products under specific principles. Then later we added specific policies that around the absence of kill switch or avoiding specific types of components, like from China, for example, and building a vertically integrated autonomous technological sovereignty, preferably within the company. If we are not able to do this within the company, then it's within the country. If we cannot do this within the country, then it's at least within European Union.
Larger a little bit, yes, okay. Well, if we talk about maybe in terms accessible to non-specialists, let's say about what is so distinctive about the products of Firepoint. You spoke about a little bit payload, maybe resistance to electronic warfare, price. What are so distinctive about Firepoint?
I would say that resistance to electronic warfare is a question number one that you have to master. Everything else does not matter at all if you cannot keep up with this. To be frank, it's a rat race on the battlefield. It's a constant innovation, constant updates. So this is a priority number one, and also the advantage number one of Firepoint. We did really master this art, and it's not just on paper. It's tested on a daily basis. For this, it's not some constant solution, it's rather the system architecture of the weapon that has to be done in a specific order, and also constant tests and updates, very fast engineering cycles. The second question after that, of course, we were targeting for more heavy carriers. So FP1 carries 60 kilogram on the distance up to 2,600 kilometers. And FP2 is a mid-strike drone. It carries up to 200 kilometers, up to 200 kilograms, up to 400 kilometers. And then when we realized that we need a delivery of even more heavy payloads, we created a Flamingo, which in the moment it's the biggest cruise missile in the world. It carries more than 1 ton of payload to the distance up to 3,000 kilometers.
Very impressive for this. And I know that you cannot go to the classified details, but you announced recently that you're working on an air defense system that can intercept ballistic missiles at the significantly lower price than Patriot-like systems. Again, without going into details, we know that it's classified. What can you tell us something about this system?
Well, the project is called Freya, as a Scandinavian goddess of love, war, and beauty. And our initial goal was to try a little bit different approach while building this system. So first and foremost, it is built on open architecture. It is a kind of like a Lego without vendor lock-in. So there are multiple options possible for each and every subsystem of the air defense system. It has no kill switch, and I found this the most important part about this. And again, as I mentioned, the thought about future volume and the thought about future scalability, this is something that we think of from day one. And we inspire our partners from different countries to do the same. Because, of course, the development is extremely ambitious. The kind of systems are usually being developed within the matter of 20 years. And we are trying to squeeze in this experience in 2 years. But yet we have a very experienced players on board. Firepoint is providing missile and launcher and playing as a system architect of Freya. But with our European allies, European companies, they're providing the radars, data links, command centers, and all together we are building Freya to protect European sky.
Very, very interesting. Looking forward for this. And final question, a little bit, not general, but describe, please, in a couple of words at least, what is the current DNA of the company? Is it like agile startup as you started? Or is it maybe major player of defense ecosystem of Ukraine? Or is it a hybrid of both? How would you describe it?
I think we learned one very important thing in this war, that it's not the specific product that matters, even though we are producing all of these products, but the ecosystem around this product that is given capability. We have to stop thinking in products and switch to thinking capabilities, because when soldier needs to provide an operation, he does not have to really think what kind of product will provide this capability. It's our mental load to ensure that we can provide this capability, and we can provide it on a regular basis in a specific budget, and also constantly available with a whole level of sub-services around this, including the military training, including the technical support, including constant updates, like you update your smartphone automatically, and many, many other things. And this is what helps us to survive and to build Ukrainian resilience. I do not believe in a single wonderful idea or a single game changer. It's only the approach and the whole ecosystem that could be a game changer.